2023,
5 million votes in clean fair.
2023,
5 million votes in clean fair.
was set aside by His Excellency the President, which is the first Friday of the month. We should clean our environment, our working environment, our homes, and clean the country. So we are meeting today to fulfill that obligation. We are putting clean. You can see we have agreed again with the leadership alternate my departments medu nemabasa edu echiri kuita takabvumirana navatungamiri kuti nenyaya yespike yaipa yepandemic COVID-19 ngatichiweka kuti basa garirambe richienderera mberi within our departments, but tinenge takubvumirana kuti we have a team which comes for a week, then the other team comes for the other week. Tichingotana takadaro kusvika taona kuti situation yacho yamira sei. So that's why you are seeing kuti numbers enyu vamwe avapo because it's the team ingangoda kumira nokuti next week kune holiday ka musi weMonday neTuesday kana vakauya vanenge vapira because vanenge vakutiwo vakaita 1 week asi isiri week isu tinge tichida kuti vanhu vauye kuti vauye kubasa. Munoziva kuti we have a conference which is coming in October. Munoziva kuti we have a restructuring exercise irikiitika kuma provinces kwedu inova ndo yaitaitarisira kuti by now we should have this coming week we should have been completing my provinces, but it's not possible yet because that exercise you must sell my branch. So we are having a congested program. This is August and the deadline is September. By September we must have done my conferences, a youth, national executive elections, a conference, women, national executive elections, veterans of the liberation struggle, national executive elections. Those are supposed to take place in September, and we have not received any other instructions varying the standing position yokuti my elections must have been completed by the end of September, so that by the time we get to the conference, we will go to the conference with the new elected executives, Vanova, Ivovema, DCCs, provinces, then national executive, youth, women, veterans of the liberation struggle. After that, to proceed to the central committee before December. So, at SAT to receive any other instruction outside EOU. Saka, we have to work within that time frame. A lot is happening, and that conference which we are holding because of the pandemic, we may hold it physically. Kana the situation COVID improve, but can I see na improve? We will go virtual, and when we go virtual, we will have 11 centers. One main center in Bindura, where we will have the central committee members, Politburo members, plus support service staff. ndo vanenge vari pamain center. Iyo Bindura, the host province, will have its own center, a province, plus the rest of the other provinces. They will also have their own centers. And all those centers will be linked to the main center in Bindura. And then we have our proceedings there, as we have always done during our conferences. Saka, we are now going to be dispatching a team as of next week. We have a team of some of you, which will be going to inspect my proposed provincial centers, which centers should meet the conditions or the stipulated template yetiri kutaurirwa neve ku-ICT, because it should be having infrastructure in that connectivity yokuti icommunicate nokulinga the main center inenge iri kubhindura. So all those centers now have got to be visited. And you know what it means when we are saying my provinces will also be holding or attending this conference very powerful. It means the 400 delegates we expect to see per province should also have their own accommodation. We need also to set up my tents or infrastructure in the main auditorium. Then we need to put up those other auxiliary tents and my dining tents, those others integral to the main center, which are like ZANU Information and Publicity. They will have their own tent. Health, they will need my clinics, Saka, we are going to draw people from those departments. The Department of Transport will be going to look for that accommodation. The organization will be going to look, the ICT will be looking for the main center, provincial center, that connectivity, communicator. Then we will have the security. They will need to go and look for, those centers selected or those facilities lined up for the conference are supposed to be visited and then checked for their suitability for human habitation by health, while the security will also see these places secure. Transport will need also to be working on the transport provincial delegates to those centers. So it's exactly what will be happening at the main center, which needs to be replicated down to those provinces. My activities that subcommittees are the same activities we will be doing. Again, we will have those thematic committees. We will, those who provide the secretariat into those thematic committees will be required to serve as the thematic committees at the main center. And the provinces, we are now wanting to educate them to work out with the staff which they have out there. My breakaway sessions they break into all the 9 thematic committees, and then when I want to discuss those issues, and eventually then come and report to plenary those issues, which will culminate into my conference resolutions. So there is a lot which need to be done, and most of this work is done by us. So we'll be expected now to be working flat out to meet my given targets at Akapuo. Saka, all those who will be part of this delegation, I think you will be advised today for deployment next week. Now, today we are saying, because of our numbers, atikuzoenda kwese fararira kwatachinda kuyakuya. So we would want this coming week, put all that we will be removing from there, heaped there, should be taken out. We don't want, I told you last time, we don't want to see a lot of this litter everywhere, especially within my corridors, my passages. We are seeing lots of all this which you don't need, which you are trying to create my warehouse, more passages, more exit ways, my staircases. So last time we tried to remove, but we are seeing some which is coming up. Now, all the litter must go into my bins. Let's have all the litter into my bins. And when you leave these bins on a Friday, are full. Asimimi, ndimi mune responsibility you clean this place. So please, ngatibatsirane mese officers vari office bedu, kubva directors edu, officers, senior officers, tese ngatibatsirane. Let's tell our cleaner, the person who cleans in our floor, kana asiya bin on a Friday really full, you must tell that person kuti awuvumiri kuita izvozvo, and my toilets should be cleaned before these guys leave, so that when you come in the morning, you will find the place in less work for you. So please, we would want to see that done. You would also need to know we are having some well-wishers who are coming in to work on improving our gardens. We will be seeing, we are already mounting my solar panels from Sorapo. We will again mount my tanks, which will carry water. That greenery we used to have of the lawn iri apo. Ne lawn we will rip that all out and put in lawn. Panama volunteers who are coming in to assist us to do that. We would want to spruce up the image of this place and say, this is the home of the revolution, and it should attract anyone. Throw a litter all over, they will see a change. So this habit of throwing things right in the lift, someone will drink their water and throw a bottle in the lift and leave it there. Others will be chewing their gum, and then the paper, they will just throw it down. Others will be eating their biscuits, and they will throw those things down. The last thing I want to talk about is leadership is saying we must be vaccinated. We must be vaccinated. We no longer need or want to see any of our staff members coming here vaccinated. If you choose not to be vaccinated, I'm sorry, you don't belong here. Because the issue is, you want now to bring this pandemic to the vaccinated one. You want now to cause problems for us here. If we are all vaccinated, yes, at this point, you are 100% secure. Kuti usaribata, unoribata, but can only vaccinated, the chances are very kuti kunana 92% kuti you will recover. But if you are not vaccinated and you want to come and infect others, what are you doing? No, it's not on, it's not good. So we will continue to be tested. we insist that everyone has got to be vaccinated. Security has got a list here of everyone who was vaccinated and everyone who was not vaccinated. And those who were not vaccinated are not allowed to come here. You should stay at home. And if you stay at home for more than 3 days, usingawipa isu tinenge takuzo tora the administrative action yokuti ziwe kuti uchada here basa kana kuti uchadi basa, then tombotanga newe tosenza newe chinda takadaro kusvika taona kuti comrade makwenda. So we have two places, like I said. We have the second floor where we are going to remove Lita Erikoko. Then we will have that basement, Monet, all that. We want all that removed and put up here. So, my comrades, thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you for your dedication to duty. Keep up the good work. This is our party. We are the ruling party. We have the leadership of this country. And we are also now preparing for that 5 million membership so that we romp to victory come 2023. 2023? 2023? 2023? Pas ne mandu.